Good morning, all. Let's get started. I'm sharing my screen. So in the last class, we looked at the linked list. Like yesterday, it was a backup session, but before that, we looked at the linked list. In the linked list, we try to add the node at first position, middle position, or at any given position, or at the end. And in the same way, we also try to remove the element. See, whenever we say remove, it can be last element, it can be any of the element in the middle, or it can be head element. So we have tried for the remove also. Now at the same time, get method is based on the index. That also we tried, right? So almost and at the another thing, see, generally whenever you want to add a node, so what we are doing, we are traversing till the end. Wherever the temp dot next is null, we are traversing and then we are adding a node. So this is a time consuming. So we also thought that there is one more way to add a node without traversing, correct? So in order to do that, what we have done, we have created one more pointer called rear pointer, right? A last pointer. Yeah, I think I have explained through that in the notes, I guess. Yeah. So we also have taught about if instead of traversing till the last node, whenever I'm starting, similar to the head, I'm taking one more pointer called rear or last. Now what I'm doing at first, the first pointer is head and last pointer, both are pointing it to the head. Now whenever I add the second node, what I have to change? I have to change the last pointer to the second node. Whenever I add the third node, last pointer to the third node. In that way, I don't need to traverse, right? So I think I have explained that in the document, I guess. Let's see quickly. So what is the day? 7. Is it 7/6? Let's see. Yeah. Yes, we have seen here. So if you look at this one, I'll share these notes today. So we are creating one more pointer called rear. Okay. Now generally head and last will be pointing to the first node. Now whenever I come to that, see if you look at here, when head equal to null, last equal to CL, head equal to CL. In the else part, last dot next equal to CL, last equal to CL. By making this, what are you doing? You are making the last element as a, whenever you add the latest element, that reference you are putting it to the last, so that you already know what is the last element, which is held by last variable, and you are pointing last dot next equal to CL. So in the else block, I am not iterating, correct? So this is another way. Without iteration, how can you add an element at the end? So this works at the end only. I'll share it and just try this one at home. Okay. So does anyone has any questions so far on the linked list or any other topic?
No, we are fine.
Yeah, thank you guys. So now let's continue. Let me create one more notepad. 0711. Today we are going to look at stack. What is a stack? Basic operations of a stack, predefined stack, and then we are also going to look at how to create a custom stack. Okay. So you guys very well know that a stack follows LIFO. That means last in, first out, or philo, first in, last out. Both means the same. Now leave about this. Let us take one example. So you know that in our homes, whenever we are eating, we'll be eating in the plates. So once the eating is done, we'll put the plates in the wash basin or sink, whatever it is, right? Assume that these are the plates, eaten plates. Okay. Now, for example, there are 6 plates. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, so whenever you are washing, guys, which one you will pick what first? Whenever you want to wash these plates, first I'll take the topper one. Okay. Now will wash it, and we'll wash it and then put it on the ground. Am I right? Now, next, after this is done, can I say you will go for this? Yes. You will wash this and you will place this on top of this, correct? Now done. Now this next time you will take this one and you will wash it and you will place on top of this. This is done. Now you will wash it and then this one. This is also done. Now this is done now. Now we'll take this, we'll wash it. Now, so now if I pick up a plate, which see out of these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates. It was after we had the dinner or lunch, it was kept on the sink. Now, whenever we are washing, first we took one plate and then we washed it. Now, which plate is coming out first? Like, see, these are the washed plates, right? Washed plates. Okay. Now, if I take out the plates out of this washed plates, I kept one top of another one. Now, if I take out the plates, which plate is coming out first?
Sixth plate.
So can I say sixth plate is nothing but how many plates are there? Total 6. Now can I say sixth is the last plate and first one is the first plate, right? One is the first plate. So can I say whenever after you are eating, whatever you are placing, the sixth plate is the last plate that is kept. Now can I say after washing, can I say I'm taking that out first? That means can I say last in, first out? That means last element. So before washing, the sixth plate is in the last position. Now after washing, can I say that is taken out first?
Yes.
So last in, first out means this one. Okay. Now that means what is the element? Last inserted element will be taken out first. Okay. Now this, see, last in, first out is same as first in, last out also. Let me tell you. Now what is the first inserted element whenever you after complete the food, before washing?
First one.
First one. Now, if I want to take this plate after washing, can I say that is the last plate to be taken out, correct? So that means first inserted element is taken out last, correct? First in, last out. Okay. Now, so what is a first in, last out, or what is a last in, first out? So last in, first out, first in, last out, both means the same. What does it mean is, same example, take the consideration. We are washing the plates, and once you wash the plates, you'll keep it on a side. Now, the last plate that you kept it will be a last plate. After washing, that will be the taken out first, right? That is called last in, first out. Or first plate that you kept it, after washing, that will be taken out last. That is called first in, last out. So generally the stack follows, stack is a data structure, okay, which follows last in, first out, or first in, last out. You can both means the same. You can use any one. Okay. Generally, people will be using last in, first out. Stack follows last in, first out. What does it mean? Last inserted element is taken out first. That means whenever you want to retrieve or whenever you want to take out something, the last, whatever you keep it, that will come out. That is the meaning. Now, so now any data structure, see, you create anything. If it is following this last in, first out behavior, okay, anything that you create, see, stack is some pattern. When I say pattern, anything that is following the last inserted element is taken out first is called as a stack. So stack is some pattern. Now we are going to implement, like in the stack, there is a class or is there an interface? We are going to see all of those. And in order to get this behavior, what are the methods are there? So those things we are going to look at it. Any question on this as of now? What is last in, first out, or what is first in, last out? Shall I explain again? Anyone?
No.
Okay. Now let's go into the coding. Okay. So because the best way to understand the code Java is by coding. So let's go into the code. Now let us see first, let's create a package. New package com dot ashokit dot stack. I'm just creating one example called stack. Now in Java, do we have a class? Do we have something called stack? Let us look at. Do you see? Can I say java.util is this package is provided by whom?
Java
I mean
No.
Java developers, correct? Or Java creators. Now that means, can I say I have a something called stack? Now let us see what is this. What is this? Is it a class?
Yes.
Now what it is? What is the parent of a stack? What is the parent for a stack? You can see on my screen.
Vector.
Vector, correct? That means can I say this is an inheritance relationship? So this is a child and this is a parent. Now let us go back. That means you already see, you know vector, am I right? Do you guys know vector?
Yes.
That means, do you know the stack now? Yes or no? See, because stack is extending from vector. So whenever you have an inheritance relationship, what does it mean? Parent will also be parent, the child will follow the properties of a parent.
Parents.
So that means, can I say, see, what are the properties of a vector? Can someone tell me? Vector. Does it allow duplicates?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is it ordered?
Yes.
Okay. What about the capacity? Capacity of a vector. Whenever the capacity a vector is full,
Double.
how it will increment by 100% or double, correct? Correct. Now,
Yes.
can I say stack also will follow the same thing? And one more difference between a stack and array list, sorry, vector and array list. Can someone tell me? There is one important difference we have seen.
Synchronized.
AL is not synchronized, correct?
Yes.
But vector is.
Synchronized.
So if the vector is synchronized, can I say stack is also synchronized?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so so if I know what is how can I visualize whether it is a synchronized or not? How I have shown you with some sample program, right? Can someone tell me what exactly meant by the synchronization?
Safe.
Only
So
one
it will
thread
log-
cannot go.
It will log the object to one.
Yeah. So if I have to write a program, how can I do? So that means I have to take two threads, correct? First, am I right? See, T1 is one thread, create class T1 extends thread. Okay. Now T2 is another, T2 extends thread. Now I have to create main class. In the main class, I will create array list object. Array list L equal to new array list. Done. After that, to these threads, I will pass the list object here. Correct? T1 small t1 equal to new T1 and I will pass L. T2 equal to new T2. I will pass L. Now when I say T1 dot start, T2 dot start, here you will say add method. Here also add method. If it is array list, both add methods will work simultaneously. But if it is a vector, if one add method is working, can other add method will go into a wait mode? Am I right?
Yes.
I hope you guys able to recollect it, right? Everyone.
Yes.
Guys,
Do you remember? This is what we have discussed, right?
It is synchronized at the object level, so it will.
Yeah. Yeah. Now since you know, you might not be knowing before this looking at it, but by looking at the code of stack extends from vector. That means stack is similar to a vector, correct? Right? How do you add a data to a vector? Using
Add
which method you will add? Add, correct? Now let us see add method is there or not. See, add a 10. Else dot add 20. Else dot add. Let me keep 05. Else dot add 89 something. Okay. Now if I print, now let me add s dot add 89. That means I just wanted to show it does it allow duplicates? Let us see. Yes. If I run the program, see, is it allowing duplicates?
Yes.
yes.
Is it ordered?
Yes.
When I say ordered means insertion order. right? Now, so whenever I say s dot add, first of all, where it will go? What does the compiler will do? Directly, will it go to the vector add method or it will go to the stack class? Whenever you call, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
It will go to stack class.
Yeah, first it will go to the stack class and it will search whether add method is present in the stack class or not. If not, it will go, right? Let's go to the add. Do you have add method here?
No.
No, that means where it will go? Vector, correct? So that means vector add method is synchronized. Now, can I say stack is also synchronized?
Yes.
Now, so now, okay, now let us see, this is what, whatever the properties are there for vector, the stack is allowing. Now, what did I say just now whenever I'm explaining the concept? Any data structure, if it is following last in first out, then only that is called as a stack, correct? So in this example, did I prove that? I just added some data and I'm trying to print the data. So it is showing the data only, but see, out of this example, which is now, let us put it now. So what is the first element added? What is the last element added? In
10
this
is the
data
first one, 91 is the last one.
This is the first one. Now 91 is the last one. Now last in first out. That means so in the stack there should be some method. If it is giving me 91, see, I'll use that method. If that method output is giving 91, can I say I'm getting the last element in the first out, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so let us see those methods. So at high level, stack and vector both are same because stack is extending from vector. All the properties that are executed by stack will be, all the properties that are executed by vector will be followed by stack. Now, apart from that, in the stack class, let us see some methods are there. Do you see some methods? Push method, pop method, peek method?
Yes.
Now, first let us understand the pop method. Okay. Now, there is a method called pop. Is it synchronized?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what does a pop method will do? Pop method. So, in order to understand what I will do, s dot pop. See, if you look at here, is it a instance method?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, in order to access the instance method and present in a stack class, I just need to use a stack object, correct? See, object name is s, and then I'm doing s dot pop. And it does not take any argument, correct? Now, let us look at the definition here. Pop method removes the object on top of the stack and returns the object as the value of this function. On top of a stack means, now how it will happen internally is, let me write. Now, if you look at here, first I'm adding 10. See, stack is also following vector means inside vector, what is the data structure? What is the object array, correct? That means in the array starts with what position?
0.
So can I say 0? So first, whenever you call add method, s dot add 10, where it will go? Which index?
0th index.
So 0, correct? Done. Now, whenever I say s dot add 20, it will go to first index. So 0, 5, 89. So 2, 3, 4. 0, 5, 89. And in the fourth index, 91 will be stored, correct? Done. Do you have any other elements? No. Let's take only 4. Let's take. So this is my data structure. Am I right? Now, out of this element, someone tell me what is the last inserted element?
91.
91. Now, if you look at the definition of a pop method, what does it is giving you? Removes the object on top of the stack. This is entire stack object. Okay. Now, on top means the last element. Top means what? See, top of your head means what does it mean? On top of, like it's above your head, correct? So if you look at this stack, what is the top of a stack that is containing? Last inserted element, correct? That is nothing but 91. Now, if you look at the definition, what it is talking, removes the object at the top of the stack and returns that object. That means whenever I say pop method is returning the return type of a pop method is what? Object. It is returning some E. E is nothing but whatever the generics that you pass. In our example, the generics is integer. So it will return integer object. Now which element it will return? See, it can, in my stack, there are 5 elements. Which element is returning on top of the stack? On top of the stack is nothing but last inserted element. So it will return 91. And then it will remove the element. Now let's print the stack before the, see, I'm printing the stack. Now let's do sysout s.pop. Okay. Now after that, let me do print s. So what am I doing? I'm trying to print the stack object before pop method, after pop method. Now, if the pop method is returning the last element, can I say last inserted element is taken out first? Now let us run the program. See, if you look at here, can someone tell me in this data structure, whatever I have highlighted blue color in the console, which is the last inserted element?
91.
91.
Now, after that line number 22, what it is returning?
91.
That means, can I say last inserted element is taken out first?
Yes.
Now, after calling the pop method, what is the data structure? 91 is removed, correct?
Yes.
Now that means a pop method is, see, can someone tell me, how can I compare this pop method with a remove method? Just think about it. In the array list, see, this pop method is not there in the array list, but in the array list, we have a remove method. What does it mean? Can someone tell me?
Remove method won't return, but it will delete the last element.
No, remove method also returns, but how can I understand the pop method behavior from a remove method?
Removes the last element.
Yes. Can I say in the remove method, what does the remove method will take? It is taking an integer. Am I right? Index. In the array list, you have a remove method. Can I say that remove method of array list is taking an index?
Yes.
Yeah. Now that means, can I say if my size is 5, I can pass remove of 0, remove of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can pass anything. But are you passing anything to the pop method?
No.
But whenever you do not pass anything, which element is getting deleted every time?
Last element.
So see, how can you see what is the internal data structure of array list?
Objector.
How can you get a last element in the array?
Length -1.
Now, can I say a pop method is nothing but remove method followed by array dot length -1, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope everyone agrees with me,
Yes.
Yes.
right? So guys, do you know how to create a custom array list?
Yes.
Now, in the custom array list, I have a add method, I have a get method. Now, if I have to create a custom stack, can I create now? If I have to say custom stack means what method I have to implement? In the stack class, there are some methods called pop method, peek method, push method. In my similar to if I am implementing these methods and that pop method is returning the last element, can I say that is the stack behavior? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So since you know custom, so we'll see that tomorrow. Now, first, what is a pop method? Pop method is nothing but remove method followed by the last element. Okay. Now, what does the pop method will return? Pop method will delete the last element and then returns that element. Now, if I do pop again, what is the output, guys? Can someone tell me?
89.
Okay. Now, if I print,
1025.
so that means it will print 1025. Again, if I do copy these two lines,
5. And then 1020.
okay, let us run the program now. See, if you look at here, see first, what is the last element? 91, correct? Done. Now after that, this is the array or this is the stack. Now from the stack, what is the last element? 89, correct? Done. Now after deleting 89, these are stack 5. So 10, 20, 20 and 10. After doing 10, now can I say that my stack is empty now?
Yes.
Now what happens? See, what happens if you call pop method on an empty stack? This is one of the interview question. Now, can I say at this point of time, at line number 31, my stack is empty. Everyone agrees with me?
Yes.
What about others? Guys, do you
Yes.
agree with me? Yeah.
Yes.
Now from line number 32, can I say I'm performing the pop operation on an empty stack? See, if there is a what is a pop behavior? Last in, first out. If there is an element that is inserted last, will be taken out first. But if there are no elements, can I delete something?
No.
Okay. That means, can I say it is not allowed? Now let us see, we'll get some exception. Let us see what exception. See, empty stack exception, correct? Because when the stack is empty, can you delete something? No. And another reason is, see, at this time, what is the size, guys? 5, correct? So
5.
after doing the pop, what is your size will become? 4.
4.
Now here,
3.
here,
2.
here,
1.
here.
0.
If I allow after when the stack is 0 means what does it mean? Empty. If I am allowing pop operation, then what my this will be size will become -1, correct?
Minus
Generally.
one.
But is the -1 index is allowed? In the see, stack is extending from vector. Vector internally uses object array, correct? That means, can I say indirectly stack is also using an object array only?
Yes.
Now in the array, can you have a -1 position?
No.
So can I say that is the reason? If pop method, what happens whenever you perform pop method on a empty stack? It will throw empty stack exception. Hope you understand.
Yes.
Any questions, anyone on the pop method?
No, but I have a question. I mean, so in the real-time scenario, where we can use this stack? Sir?
So here, so I'll ask you one question. For example, I'm giving you one question like this. Now I'm asking you, is this balanced brackets or not? So can I say these are the brackets, all this? So there is one thing called balanced brackets. Okay. So balanced brackets means what? Open bracket should be there, followed by the closed bracket, correct?
Yes.
Now, can you tell me, is this a balanced bracket? Don't tell me how to implement. I'm just asking, is it a
No.
balanced brackets or not? Why? See, this is the opening. Opening is followed by closing. And this is opening. And this is, see, but inside that another opening. Inside that other open. See, this, for this, whatever I have highlighted in blue color, what is the closing? Can I say this one?
Yeah.
Now, for this one.
But what I think in the first opening one thing, right? So that is not balanced with the last one. So
balanced brackets means, for example, if I have like this open bracket, and if I have like this, is it called balanced?
No.
So that means, see, generally balanced means whatever the opening bracket you are keeping. See, for example, if I do like this, open, then immediately I can have another open. But for this, if I have to close it, I should have this one, correct? And see, after this, what is the open one? This bracket. Now, if I have to close it, this one. And after this, if I have to have balance, can I say this one?
Yes.
Now, if I say, is it balanced?
No.
No. You understood the problem statement now, right?
Yes.
These are most frequently asked. Write a program to check whether the given string is having a balanced brackets or not. Okay. Now, in this scenario, now you can use a stack. Now, what do you do? Whenever the open bracket is coming, can I say you add the data? So we did not discuss about a push method. So in the stack, there is a method called push. Okay. Push method is same as the add method only. I'll come to the difference later. There is small difference of a return type. That's it. Nothing more than that. So whenever you're getting an open bracket, you push the data to the stack. Okay. Whenever you see the closed bracket, you pop it. So at the end, if you do not have, after completion of this, see, how do you do? Can I say if I take this as a string? Okay, let us take string s
Okay.
equal to this one. Okay. Now, if I have to check whether it's a balanced brackets or not, can I say I will create s1 dot to char array, correct? It will give me character array.
Yes.
Okay. Now what I will do, I have to iterate over this array, correct? For, okay. Now after that, what I will do, I will create stack object, stack char s2 equal to new stack. I'm just asking you since you asked what is a, so now, if for example, now what I will do, if C bracket of I equal to any of the opening bracket, correct? It can be this or let's copy this. Now, if it can be any of this open, if it is a open bracket, this one or open curly, what I'm doing, I'll push it, correct? I'll push the data to the stack. That is my thinking. So s1 dot push or add, anything you can do. Okay, done. Now, for example, whenever the close bracket is coming, whenever the close bracket is coming, now I'll let me, if it is a close bracket, this one or this one or this one, then you do pop, s2 dot pop. Okay. Now, after this completion is done, see here, after this is completed, okay, then if my stack is empty, can I say it is balanced? And I have to check whether, see, before deleting, I have to check before, if I'm deleting this one, before that there should be this one, correct? We have to write some more logic, but after this for loop is completed, if my stack is empty, what does it mean? See, in this scenario, you are pushing this one, correct? And what is the second character? This one. Can I say you are popping it up?
Yeah.
So what is the stack internally? It is 0 at this point of time, correct? Now next you are pushing this one, this one, this one. So your stack size became 3. Now whenever you're popping it up, this one, 1, 2, 3, you're popping it up. So all the elements are popped up. Now after completion of this while loop, if stack is empty, correct? S dot is empty. If it is true, what does it mean? Can I say it is written true, correct?
Yeah.
It's a balanced bracket, correct? If stack is not empty, then it is not a balanced bracket, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is one of the example where you can implement it.
Okay.
Like that. So whenever, see what I meant by that is there are some scenarios where you want to check whether it is balanced or not, or you want to take out the data. See, based on the adding data, you want to take out, like you want to compare something. See here, what are you comparing here? Whenever this is entered, and if it is coming this one, you can say that it's a balanced, correct?
Yes.
So if this kind of a scenario comes, then you can implement a stack.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I will see this question also later point of time, but I just explained since you asked.
Okay, sir.
This is one of the most frequently asked question.
Okay.
Okay. I hope your doubt is up to some extent it's clear.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thanks. Now let us see. Just now we have seen pop method. Similarly, pop method, there is a method called peek. Do you see method called peek?
Yes.
Now let us see what is a peek method. Let us see what is a peek method. Now, the difference between a pop method and peek method is peek method will return the element, so, but it will not delete it. S dot peek. If you look at the definition, looks at the object on top of the stack without removing it from the stack. So that means what does the peek method will return? See, it is returning an integer object because I stored integer. So that means the difference between a pop and peek is pop will delete. Pop will return the element on top of the stack and it will delete from the stack. But peek will return the element only. Now, after doing the peep, let me execute the, sorry. So you see peek method, if you look at here, let's run the program. If you look at starting, what is the line number 38? This is the data. Now, what does the peek method is returning?
Top of the stack.
Top of the stack. After, is it deleting? Look at here. If you look at the line number 40, 41, 42, if it is deleting, it should not be, the 91 should not be there in the collection, correct? But if you look at the line number 43, what does the pop method is returning? 91. And line number 44, what is the output? It is removing that element from the stack, correct? So the difference between a peek method and pop method is pop method will return the top of the stack or last element present in the stack and it will delete it from the stack. But peek method, it will not delete it. Peek method will return the top of the stack or peek method will return the last element present in the stack, but it will not delete it. Any confusion?
No.
Is it understood?
Yes.
Now, similarly, we have another method called push method. Okay. Now it is same as, look at here. Inside a push method, see there is a method called push. What are they calling? Add element, correct? Let's go here. Add element. In which class add element method they are calling? Vector class, correct? So push method internally call add method only. If you look at add method, see what is the return type of add method in the vector class?
Boolean.
Okay. In the stack class, what is the return type of a push method?
Generics.
Whatever the pass that we pass. Look at here. See, inside the add method, they are calling add this one. Okay. Now somewhere, see what I meant by that is whether it's a vector or stack, the difference between a push method and add method is add method returns Boolean. Okay. And the push method returns the object that you are trying to add. That is only the difference between a push method and add method. You can use a push method, you can use an add method. So it will add same, it will add 0th position first, then 1 position, then 2 position, then 3 position, like that. Okay. Any questions, anyone so far? Whatever we have learned, this is a predefined data structure called stack, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, so can we create the stack on our own?
Yes.
Now the thing is, what is a stack? Stack, anything that is following last in first out is called as a stack. Now, can I implement a stack using array? So in the stack, you need to store the data. So whenever you are storing a data, as of now, you know, linked list, array list, correct? So now, whenever I'm storing the data, internally, if I'm following an array kind of a thing, can I say that is nothing but array list implementation?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And instead of, so that means I can implement a stack using array internally. And can I also do the stack implementation using a linked list? Yes or no? You're not getting? Okay. So let me ask you the question again. So what is an array list? Why are we creating an array list?
So data structure, we can store data.
So you can store the data, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What is the pattern it is following internally? Array list?
Object array.
Object array, correct. Now, why are you using linked list?
Same data structure, we can.
It is also a data structure to store the data. So what is the pattern you are following?
Node.
One node will contain the address of next node. That means, can I say, in order to store the data, you can use array list or you can use linked list. Agree with me?
Yes.
Now, whatever may be the data structure, if last inserted element is taken out first, can I call that as a stack?
Yes.
Now this stack, So when I want to add a data to a stack, so I can internally, I can use a linked list, or internally I can use a array list also, correct?
Yes, anything.
Yeah. So now if I see, that is what the in the interview they'll be asking a question. Write a program to implement stack using array. Okay. Or write a program to implement the stack using linked list. And they might be asking, write a program to implement the stack using queue also. We'll take this, the third question we'll take after discussing queue, because you do not know queue at this point of time. So that means whenever, see, if I am creating my own array list, a stack, okay, then that, so the basically first in the stack, I need to store the data. Later, I want to perform pop method and peek method. Then I can call it as a stack. Now, in order to store the data, whatever the mechanisms that we know, one is an array, object array, and another is node object like linked list. So can I create a custom array list using any of these two? One, either it can be array or linked list. Agree with me?
Yes.
But linked list, we cannot, I mean, linked list, in any position, we are replacing the address, right? I mean, so in that case, the last in, first out,
You
it's
take, see,
not possible.
why it is not possible in the linked list? See, what is a linked list? Whenever you are adding a first node, so
Yeah.
next time, so this first node is containing the second address, correct? Second node
Correct.
is containing the third is containing fourth is containing fifth. Now, assume that this is a linked list approach. So you created one class, okay? You created a class. Internally, you are storing the data in the form of a linked list. Done. Now, I will create some method called some show. I'm creating one method called show. If the show method is returning the whenever I call the show method, if whatever the data here, can I say this is the last node in the linked list at this? So if it is giving the data or object this one, whatever is present this one, the show method is returning this one. What does it mean? Can I say last element is taken out first?
Yes.
Correct.
Correct. Can I do that also then?
Yeah, but another question, I mean, if I am inserting one value in the third position, right?
Yes.
So in that case,
even if you are inserting third position also, what are you doing? See here, 1, 2, 3. Here you want to insert one more node. Then how do you insert? You will create a node. You will put this to this, this to this. But whenever you are using a pop method, are you interested in the first, third element or last element? Whatever it may be, correct? Even can't you insert a middle position in the array list?
Yeah,
in the array list,
yeah.
In the array
I
list,
mean,
there
we
is
are
a
doing
method.
the last only, but the terminology last in, first out, right? So that that's what my concern.
But you see, in the array list also, you have see in the array list there is a method called l.add. Okay, if you are giving, then directly it will go into the index. There is one more method called l.add. You can give the index. For example, if I give, now let us take. Let me show you that. I think I have done this one already. Okay. Now, if I say, l.add, if I gave 10, it will go to 0th index, correct? The one who asked me the question. Is it right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Sorry. I was muted.
Yeah. So it will go into the 0th index. Now it will go to first index. It will go to second index. It will go to third index. Now there is one more method in the array list. Do you see this method? Second method. What this method is taking? Add method, which is taking an index and followed by integer. So that means, if you are using this method, does it mean that you are inserting it last? It is coming last, but you are specifying the position, correct?
Correct.
That means, is it going into the last position? No, right?
No.
If I give 2, 0, 5. So let's do sys out L, and let's do this after this. Now, what is the output here? Can I say this one? It will give like this.
10, 20, 30, 40.
10, 20, 30, 40. Now, what is the output here?
10,
You are inserting
0
at
to
second
10,
position.
0, 6. Yeah.
10, 20. See,
0,
because
20, 0, 6.
06 and then 30, 40, correct?
Correct.
Can I say when, see what earlier 30 is in the second position, but since you are inserting 6 in second position, these are getting right shifted, correct?
Correct.
Now same thing will be happening in the linked list also, correct? Whenever you are inserting at this position, you are changing the link, correct?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it
right.
does not mean that you are adding it last, right? What is meant by
Yes.
adding it last means you are trying to, if you are using a predefined add method, then you are adding it last.
Mm.
Hope it is clarified.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now, so that means I can implement a stack. So there are two ways to implement. There are multiple ways to implement a stack. So when I say stack, anything that is following last in first out can be called as a stack. Now, if I want to implement a stack, I can implement a stack using an array. I can implement a stack using a linked list also. Correct? Agree with me now? So, but after implementing, I have to provide the implementation for a pop method, peak method. Then only I can call it as a stack, right? Shall we do that quickly?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's create custom stack using array. We'll also create a linked list also, custom stack using array. Let's create a main method. So, sorry, not here main method. Now, can someone tell me what, see, custom stack using an array means it is something like a array list implementation or vector implementation. What is the data structure internally for vector?
Array.
Now I will write the code. You tell me the code. Object. What is the name I should keep? Object array name.
A.
Okay. Now what should I do? Where should I initialize this one?
Constructor.
Okay. Guys, this is the same thing, custom array list I am writing again so that it will be a practice for you. So the default capacity is
10.
So can I say like this?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll create one more constructor with my own values, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now after that, I should write add method, correct?
Yes.
Public. So in stack, what is the similar to that add method? We have one method called push, correct? Let us use the push method. So push method is returning an object, correct?
Yes.
And it is taking an object. Object obj. Now what should I do, guys? Inside, what is the implementation of an add method of an array list or vector?
0th index we can add.
How? Tell me that code.
A of 0 equal to OBJ.
Okay. Now, what is the problem with this statement now?
We need to replace, I mean, it will override every time.
Yeah.
0th
So,
index.
so in order to overcome that, what should I do?
We need to take one variable index.
Yeah, thanks. Those who are answering, thanks, guys. So others, are you able to follow me? It does not mean that the person who is answering only should answer. You can also. But whenever I'm writing the code, I hope you are able to recollect it. Correct?
Yeah, we are able.
Yeah. I'm. Are you? If you are feeling that I'm going fast, let me stop it. Okay. Yeah. So now, if I'm using like this, it will be overriding. Correct? Always. Now I have to do after this.
We need to increment every time so that
If I do not increment, what happens? It's the same, correct? It is getting replaced with a 0th element only, right?
correct.
Yeah. So why are you incrementing? Because first time whenever you call add method, that the element goes to 0th
Zero.
position. Second time, 1 position. Third time, 2nd position. So that's the reason you are incrementing. Now, since the push method is returning an object, can I say return obj? Correct? Done. Now, will this work or what should I do? Assume that my array list size is my Are you able to hear me, guys? Can
Yes, now
someone
we
tell?
can hear you. Yes, now we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah, I lost the power, guys, suddenly. Okay. We'll continue for another 3 minutes and we'll close it. Okay. Now here, my this array size is 5. Okay. In the construct, I have given I. So I've given 5. So now, so can I say it will work till 5, this code?
Yes, yes.
Now, so for example, first, whenever I am calling first time, where the data will go?
0th index.
Index, and index value will become
0.
after incrementing, it will become
Yeah.
1, correct? Now, whenever I am calling second time, the data will go to first index and index will become 2. Third time, 2, and index will become 3 because I am doing plus.
Yes.
Right? Next time, it will become 3 and it will become 4. Now, next time it will become 4 and it will become 5, right? Now, if I am trying to insert another object, now my index is 5. So whenever the array size is 5, what are the maximum indexes you have?
4.
Those are nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You already inserted 4. Now what is the value of index? Is 5. But do you have that array size?
No.
Now what should I do now?
We need to increment the size.
So that means if before, whenever you want to increment the size, what is the condition you had? How can you know that at what position you need to increment? Anyone? My question is, array list or stack, all this will increment automatically. But when should I increment? Should I increment after adding one element or second element?
We reaches max capacity.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
If index equal the length,
Yeah,
the capacity.
yeah.
then
That
we
means,
need to-
yeah. So that means you need to identify whether it has reached the capacity or not. Correct? And so how do I know? If index is greater than or equal to a dot length, correct? Now, then what should I do?
Double the.
It's my wish, correct? Since I'm implementing, so first of all, I need to calculate new size, correct?
Good.
New size equal to, you tell me how much shall we double or can I put double? Yes. Okay, done. Now, now I'm doubling. After that, what should I do?
We need to take new. Copy this array to new array.
So with this new size, first of all, I need to create an array, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So obj object array AR equal to new object array. Okay. And this one I need to put the size as new size. And I have to copy the data from old array to the new array, correct?
Yes.
But instead of doing that, I told you one shortest way, correct?
Yes.
What is that?
Array
It is
start copy.
Okay. Now, can I comment these lines?
Yes.
Arrays dot copy of. Okay. And then I need to give array name followed by new size. And I have to assign this to array. Now, can I say now with this one, it will copy the data from old array to the new array, and new array will have some space to add the new element, correct?
Yes.
Yes or no? Now,
Yes.
now I have added so now in my custom stack, I am storing the data, done, push method. Now, if I have to implement the peak method, what is the peak method is returning, guys?
Top of stack.
That means what is the return type I should write?
Object.
Correct, done. Does the peak method takes anything?
No.
Now, how can I see, how can I get a top of the stack?
Length -1.
Now, can I say a followed by a dot length -1 will give me the last element, correct? And can I say directly I can do return?
Yes.
Now do here, if can you call the peak method on empty stack?
No. We will
So
get
then,
exception. Empty stack exception.
now what should I write here? If a dot length is equal to 0, correct? Then what should I throw? throw new empty stack exception, correct? Or exception, anything. Exception, I will write a message saying that stack is empty. You cannot perform peak method. Okay, done. Now, can I say this is my peak method behavior? Now, similarly, can we also write pop?
Yes.
Pop method is nothing but remove followed by array.length minus 1. Can you guys write that?
Yes.
Okay. The work for today is, so I will share this, the last document. So in the linked list without iteration, I have told you about the last pointer. Write a code with the last pointer in the linked list and then implement the pop method in the custom stack. I will explain tomorrow, but I want you guys to write the code because you know already, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions? So if no question, that's all for today, guys. And in the tomorrow class, we are going to implement the custom stack using linked list also. Okay. So again, that means it's a repetitive session again. So in these classes, what are you doing? Whatever you have learned again, are you doing the coding again?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll do in tomorrow, we'll implement the custom stack using a linked list. So I want you guys to please prepare how to add a data, how to iterate over a linked list and all, and then come back so that you will tell me the code. I will write the code. Right. So, and guys, I hope you are not butifying the code, but thinking the explanation and then writing the code, right? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you are butifying, please don't do that. You ask me, I'm happy to explain. Okay. Yeah. If no question, that's all for today. I'll put the homework in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you.